Well, hello there, everybody. How are you doing on this? Well, at least here is a stormy Monday. It's been kind of raining off and on. And I am wondering if, okay, did I set this up with the wrong account? Because I know I had my cute little intro things here. And now they're not, unless they just deleted all that stuff from when I was actually paying and stuff. And now that I'm not, did they just delete all the stuff that I had back here? Because I have all of these banners that I'd had. I have all those, but all the other stuff, it's gone, which is really irritating. But that really matters not. We will just pretty much deal with, what we got. And what we got is, we just have the basic countdown right now because that's what we got. Anyway, let me say a big welcome to everybody. Hello there, Alps. How are you doing? And Joe, so nice to see you. Good to see you too, Jelly Snack. And good to see you, Sherry. Very, very good. Nice to see you guys. And I was sitting here trying to actually, did I get this download? I was going to post it somewhere because I got my first coffee member and I'm so very excited. And it is one of the regulars that shows up here in chat. Can anybody guess who that might be? And they're not here right now. I'll give you that hint. They're not here. But I say thank you to them so very much. Did I download this already? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Now, where in the heck did I put it? That's something else. Because I was working on multiple things. You guys know how that goes, right? Always and forever working on multiple things and then wondering where in the heck was I? That's pretty much where I am. Hello, Takara. How are you? And Magical Nev, nice to see you. So nice to see everybody. So today we are going to be taking another look-see at some UniFi stuff because, why not? It's kind of related. And I think it's very interesting to look at this because we see a connection. And that connection is, people who go from one thing to another thing to another thing and another thing, and they keep on hopping around. They tend to use the same stories, the same verbiage, and they just, rebrand it. It's as simple as that. And that's just, for always and forever what they do. So it's, I think it's good, especially for people who are still in on passive and they are believing fervently that we are going to be rolling in it because, yes, our savior is saving the planet, reshaping the world, and all of that rot. As we know, bucket of hooey, I say. And for them, they get to hear it, but in a different way, because they get to hear the same words uttered for a different company before the one they joined. And something I was speaking to somebody about over the weekend, and it has to do with overall people who are taking advantage of others. And hey, Mr. Lovell, how are you doing, my love? Good to see you. It's a spell at this point. Oh, is it? Yeah, you're right. It is. It is. He's got a spell on them. He's cast a spell on them. But this person kind of asked me, they were just kind of shocked when I said something. I'm like, oh, this is typical in terms of moving from one place to another. Then I kind of explained, backroom deals, how that kind of works. And they're just kind of moving on over and get paid to do it. And all of it's really just smoke and mirrors. It's all just a story that is being sold. That it's as simple as that. It's a good story because people want to believe it, because they are in a desperate situation which I understand. I mean, I know what it's like, oh my gosh, you want it to be true. Just like you want to believe that wonderful guy, that wonderful gal, that wonderful whoever you met is true to their word, even though they tell you they're going to meet you at 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:20, 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. They just never arrive. And then the next day, oh, something came up. They were detained. There's like some kind of story. And so then you schedule, to meet again. Maybe they show up this time, but they can't stay. There's this saying, and they're so sorry that they've got to go. It's, all of that, but they sound so good and so true. But, maybe they will, even like if you're at a bar, if you're at a coffee shop, they're like, oh, let me get this for you. And you think, oh, what a wonderful person. They're dealing with all of this. And yet here they are. They're taking care of me when all they are is just blowing you off. They're not really doing anything. I never stood anyone up for that. Good for you, Joe. I'm so glad you didn't. I'm so glad you didn't. I don't think I've ever been stood up. I mean, trust me. I mean, I've gone out with some jerks in my life, but I've never been stood up. But jerks, yeah. I mean, jerks, yeah. I went through a number of those. Well, hello there, Salami Nugget. How are you doing, my love? I hope you've had a good one. But you know what I mean is that you kind of build up in your mind that this person is better than what they are. And you just believe them over and over and over again. And you keep on, kind of being disappointed. You might get irritated, but then they come back and they kind of now they actually show up to dinner. They do something for you. And that's kind of like, you keep getting infused, and then, you get love bombed here, with the ONPASSIVE stuff. And that's what these people are going through. It's like, like a really bad relationship with someone that they believe in. Your last date was over 30 years ago, Scam Chan. Wow. That's a long time. Have you been married for over 30 years, or are you single now? Or, I mean, it's not really any of my business, but I'm just curious if you want to share. If you want to share. You're working on an in-home visit this weekend. An in-home visit. Okay, now Sherry, you got me curious. You got me curious in terms of what kind of in-home visit. Yep, you're married. Okay, good for you. Good for you, Scam Chan. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, there's Mr. Mafaro is here. Of course you love ONPASSIVE. Of course you do. And something else that's really funny, because I started thinking about people like Alex Morton. Anybody here familiar with Alex Morton? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up or something. Well, if you don't know who Alex Morton was or is, actually, I mean, he's still around, but you may or may not have ever heard of an in-home date. Woo! Yeah, go for it, girl. Well, Alex Morton was basically the face of Vima. Vima was this energy drink, and it was really hot on college campuses. And Alex was just all over the place selling this stuff. Exactly, Mr. Level. Exactly. He went there. Well, before he went somewhere else. But Alex's dad actually knew the person who was involved, who had started Vima. Somebody else who was involved with Vima was, Deanie Newlander. She's married to Ted Nugent, that he runs Business for Home, which I've talked about that website. That's one of the places I go and look up at people and see, who they know, if they're, listed anywhere, if they're paying Teddy Boy and Deanie to be listed over there, and, have articles written on them and shit, because, they write their own articles. Anyway, so when it was shut down, I believe it was shut down for being a pyramid scheme, Alex then went to UNIFI, which is another MLM. And I don't remember why he went there, or why he left. I'm sorry, why he left there, but he ended up leaving. And he went into I Am Academy. It was I Mastery Live, which was rebranded to I Am Academy. He's no longer there. And so now he's a coach. But all along the way, he's bringing his buddies with him and stuff, because that's what you do. That's what you do. And then, he's his own man now, selling his own bullshit, because, he's been, sprinkling that around for years and everything. But that's what these people do, is that, they get a little posse, and they take their posse with them, and they bring members of their posse that like had another downline. They're like, hey, come on over here. And, that's what they do. And so that's what I was kind of explaining to all of that. And, in my humble opinion, that's kind of something like, what Ash has done too, because of the different things that he's been involved in. He's brought people over that he knew. We know he brought people over from GDI. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? It's Alex Morton with an M, not Horton. Alex Morton, like Morton Salt. That's who it is. So yeah, I think of Alex because I think that's just a really good example. I mean, you can, find him really easily, and there's still his video of like shilling Vima. That's around and all that. Hey, Baron, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. But okay, and can I upload this? I don't think I can, and that just makes me so sad. But can I share it? Let me see if I can share it to you guys, so I can at least, Well, there, I can at least show it like that. Ignore all the pictures over here. Well, actually, I don't want to share that all because I'm not showing other pictures that really aren't part of it. And now I can't get this damn thing out of my way. Because, good Lord. That's not going to work. Well, anyway, it's Insolent Violet, who became one of my coffee members. So yeah, she's my very first coffee member. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if she shows up, then, we can say thank you. All righty. So, yep, we are going to go back. And I also do have, because this just popped up too, and it is a Mike Ellis video from 2 years ago, where he's talking about ONPASSIVE dominating the market. I mean, has it started dominating the market yet? Is anybody aware of it dominating any markets? Because, I mean, TikTok. I mean, I'm kind of waiting. So, Mr. Level, you remember Vima? Yeah. Yeah. They were never the same as the restructuring. Yeah. I mean, restructuring kind of has a thing. Joe, you're also Mike Ellis, by the way. Wow. I thought we're all Mike Ellis, by the way. That's what I think it is. ONPASSIVE is still on the ground floor. It's still trying to get wings. So I thought, would you guys like to watch, Mikey Boy first, and then we can switch on over and watch the UniFi? Would you guys like to do that? Because I was kind of thinking that might be fun. Alex, he was part of your era. Oh, he's a fun one, isn't he? He's a fun one. I just want to bitch slap him. Yuma came out when you graduated from high school. Oh, wow. Scamchan says that he's here to get unified. We're all here to get unified. So do you guys want to watch UniFi first, or you want to watch Ellis? I mean, let me know. Let me get some sort of consensus here in that chat. Wow, I can't. That's really funny. Sub basement. That is. I found Mike Ellis on LinkedIn. You did, Jelly? Wow. Did you find anything interesting? Like, he's, I don't know, has a real job. Coin flip. Well, I don't have a coin. Should I do a dog flip? I'm kidding. I would not toss my babies. I'm kidding. But if you can guess which dog's, okay, the dog's head that is out is going to be Ellis. The dog's head that is under the covers is going to be UniFi. So it's Chalupa and Salsa. So guys, let me know, like vote for Chalupa and Salsa. So remember the dog head out, that is Mike. Head under, that's UniFi. OnPassive is so sub-basement. It is stuck on the other side of the works. Joe's going for Chalupa. Chalupa for the win. Okay. I got a salsa. Hey, Lily. Got a couple of salsas. Chalupa out. Okay. And I said, shit, now I forget. Did I say that was Mike was out? Did I say that, or did I say Mike was in? I can't remember now. How sad am I? How sad am I? Which one did I say was for Chalupa? If he was like, for which one? It says Mike Ellis is a member of iCoin. Oh, wow. Oh, that's weird. Mike was out. Okay, so we're going to thank you very much, Joe, for keeping me straight. So yeah, well, that's what we'll do. We'll watch Mr. By the way. Because I think that cracks all of us up, doesn't it? I mean, let's honestly, it's just like, must you? But it's his shtick. It's his shtick. And so, you guys, we're going to have to play that fun game of, can you hear it? Can you hear it? Such a fun game we play. All right. And let me see. Let me move myself down a little bit. Get back over there. Get back over there, mouse. Okay. I'll go down over there. See, I'm present, but, just scooch down. So let's try this. Okay, did you get that? Ash Mufara has been sharing a lot of, that's pretty much what he said. Anybody hear that? Just let me know, because I want to make sure before, I play all of it. Just let me know that. Let me grab one of my drinks. I have like a couple of drinks over here. I'm like, I've got water. I've got some Gatorade. I've got some cherry Coke. I mean, I like I came prepared or something. Came prepared. Let me know if you could hear Mr. Ellis. No, you can't hear him. Well, poopers. Okay, so hang on a second. And let me then switch things up. Always a fun thing to do. Let me see if I move it over here. Okay, let me know now. Did you hear him then? Let me know, please, if you could hear him then. Because I don't know why that always happens, because it seems like I have to just keep on playing around with it. No, you still couldn't hear. Well, okay. Let's see. Then we'll just keep playing this game until we get it right. You guys are such good sports. I love you. Okay, so we will. Let's do it like this instead. Move you guys over there. I'm doing a little dance for you. I just want you guys to know that. I'm just doing a dance over here. Okay. Now let me know.
Ash Mufara has been.
Okay, were you guys able to hear him that time? Let me know. Because if you're not going to be able to hear him, I'm going to be ever so sad. I mean, I guess I could. You could hear him then? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ash, for letting me know. All right.
Been sharing a lot of information with us, the founding members of ONPASSIVE, the last 3 weeks, and I always recommend that people go to Marty Degarmo's lives and Red Redfern's and Chris Johnson's live. They go over the updates that Ash are giving, and they do a great job. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. As I watch Ash do the webinars and come on.
Okay, so now we're not confused. We know who it is. Thank you, Magical Neb, for saying but who is he? He didn't say. Thank you. We now know.
Give us updates about ONPASSIVE. Ash always says some things that just stick in my mind, and I can't shake them.
Okay, just wondering. Things stick in my mind too that I can't shake. But why do I think what sticks in my mind is so completely different? Because what sticks in my mind is this is a bunch of bullshit, That's what sticks in my mind. And I'm sure that's not what Mike is going to say.
And I want to talk about one of those things today, and that thing is dominating the marketplace. In a couple of weeks, Ash talked.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, so that's what it is. It's about dominating the marketplace. Well, like I said, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. We've been waiting on that because we've been hearing about this for a long time. We've yet to see it materialize. And they still think that they're going to be taking over. I mean, I've been seeing, like some founders post some stuff about basically it's like the whole get ready. The internet's about to change. We're coming. It's all that bullshit. It's like, oh my gosh, how long can you guys say the same damn thing and be disappointed week after week, month after month, year after year?
About dominating the marketplaces in the niches that we're in. And I've been thinking about it, and I just said, no, we're not going to dominate the marketplaces. We are dominating today. As I look at ONPASSIVE is dominating in every area that they're in, and they're dominating.
When did they dominate any area? I'm a bit confused. I'm really a bit confused on that. I mean, is it just me? I mean, Magical Nev, I think we're on the same page here. They're so far from dominating. I'm starting to wonder if it's a humiliation thing. James Yates, stay glazing, Ash. Okay, I don't know who James Yates is. Am I out of the loop on that? Am I out of the loop? I feel out of the loop. Really have no idea what planet this guy is on. He dominated literally nothing at all at any time whatsoever. There we go. That's pretty much what I've seen. A big, fat goose egg, never dominating any market, anytime, anywhere, any place. Okay.
Today, why? Today, ONPASSIVE is a multi-billion-dollar company. There are companies that strive to get to where we are over the lifetime of that company.
Okay, I got to stop there. Okay, you know what? What company strives to not have a website and to have their website then lead to a back office and to have absolutely nothing going on in the back office? What company strives for that? I mean, maybe there's some secret meetings with MLM, CEOs that are saying what's a good idea is to just not have any internet presence at all. That have all of these people who have joined to have constant webinars and to keep promoting our name, even though there's no products for anyone to buy or anything. And, it's been a nothing burger for months on end. But, let's just keep on getting our name out there because that's going to impress people. They're going to want to be part of it. They're going to want it because they keep hearing about it, even though there's nothing there. But they're going to want it.
We start at the very, very top.
Hey, Angel.
And the reason I can say that is because of the structure of ONPASSIVE, because of the products of ONPASSIVE. As we look at the structure of ONPASSIVE, and again, this is just absolutely ingenious. As we look at the structure of ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE was built. So
there's a structure. Wait a minute. This is news to me. There's a structure. Oh, wow. I mean, I didn't realize there was any structure. Okay, Mike, go on.
that anybody could come in, participate with ONPASSIVE, you will be successful. You will make money.
Oh,
I can't say that about any.
You will be successful. You will make money. Okay, what about all those people who did buy O Connect? Did everybody make money? Did everybody get paid? I think not.
Any other company, if you're a founding member of ONPASSIVE, you will be successful, period. Okay, that's number one.
Does everybody feel successful? That's joined, that's still hanging on, that's still waiting to be. Do they feel successful? Are they strutting around going, yep, I'm a walking success billboard for ONPASSIVE? Is that what they're doing? I'm kind of wondering about that.
Number two, the product side of ONPASSIVE.
Oh, God.
The product side of ONPASSIVE, what they've done with the AI IT products of ONPASSIVE, artificial intelligence, informational technology product, it's short of extraordinary. These products are the best of the best. They're proprietary. They're cutting edge, built from the ground up, superior, lower price.
I always love that. Built from the ground up. That one is just always a knee slapper. I love it.
If you understand what I've just said, you're in. When you have products that are better than anything out there at a lower price point, where else do you want to be? You have to be in ONPASSIVE, and this is what ONPASSIVE is. This is what Ash and his team do every single day. They do superior things every day. Now, as we look at ONPASSIVE,
what are those superior things they do every day? I'm sorry, Mike. Those words to me just don't ring true. I kind of think you're a big old Pinocchio at this point, that just doesn't sound true at all. No, I'm sorry, my dude. I just can't agree with that.
Passive. Where else would you want to be this side of eternity with just those two things? For me, I wouldn't want to be any other place, but it's better than that. When we look at ONPASSIVE being rolled out to the world, shortly offering products to customers.
Rolled out to the world. TikTok. I mean, we got there, but then we had to roll it back. I mean, that's brilliant marketing. It's like, we're out there. Oh, no, now we're not. No, now you can't get to anything. Nope. Now there's really not anything. Because look, there's no website. The website that we had, it goes to the back office. Isn't that genius? So, you can't even tell that we're there.
When we look at the marketing that Ash Mufareh and his team are doing, the branding that they're doing of ONPASSIVE, the branding of the products of ONPASSIVE, and then the advertising that they're going to be running, you're in the right place. Ash Mufareh today is in Dubai at the Burj Khalifa building. This building's the tallest building in the world.
When has Ash ever been at the Burj Khalifa? Does anybody ever remember him physically being at the Burj? Because I certainly don't. He's always, in his office. You missed my air quotes, but, they're there. The air quotes. They're at his office, which I'm kind of wondering if it's a shed in the backyard. That's what I'm kind of wondering.
You all already know this. We've got 2 floors there, and the advertising is all over Dubai. It's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without seeing ONPASSIVE. Dubai is a central business hub of that area of the world. Everybody goes there. Everybody sees ONPASSIVE. Now, Ash is doing more than just Dubai and Burj Khalifa. There's more coming out in different areas of the world. It's going to blow your mind. So when you add everything together, will ONPASSIVE dominate? No, they are dominating today, but most of the world doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
Where else would you want to be?
If you're dominating, then the world would know about it. I mean, if you're only dominating in your backyard, I mean, great for you and for, the kids on the block that come and see your little performance and everything, but you're not really dominant. You're not really on Broadway. Just saying.
Be than in a company that is already at the top, is dominating, and as we roll the products out to the customers of the world, they are going to flock in. And here's how I look at what Ash is.
Okay. When did all of these customers flock in? I mean, like, has there been just like this massive buzz, but like it's so massive that it's buzzing at such a sound level that we can't pick up on it, kind of like how dogs have this, extra sensory type thing. Are we just not able to perceive it? Is that it? I'm kind of wondering.
Is done with ONPASSIVE. He's done things that are so unorthodox, that have never been done before.
Oh, unorthodox, yeah.
And the one thing that really, when I look at it, I just go, how did you even think about that? Most people, when they come into business, they think about their business and they think about, how much can I make? Okay. That's not Ash Mufar's mindset. That's not his mindset. He came in and he goes, all right, I'm going
to. That's not his mindset. That's why everybody's been paid. But they haven't. Oh, welcome, Javon. I'm not sure if I said your name correctly, but welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by.
To build a business. I want to structure it so it'll help people. People can come in and take care of that financial bottom line. But I want to do more than that. I want to add so much value to this company, to the products of this company, that as people come in, they can't say no. Ash has done that. That is a done deal today because of the products, because of the product side of ONPASSIVE. When you look at ONPASSIVE and you look at the products, superior product, lower price point, people are going to come in and they're already using these products. They need these products. They want these products, but they're going to come into ONPASSIVE. They're going to look at the products and go, man, those are really cool. Those are absolutely out of this world. And then they're going to look at the price point of those products and they're going,
what's so interesting is that you can get an annual rate of Zoom for, it's like 13 something a month. So it's like, it's going to end up being like, let's just say $140. That's it. One person can get that. That's really all you need if you're going to get it, even if you have, quote, a team or anything. That is a perfect pause, isn't it? that is a great face. So anybody want to get a screenshot, please do so. Please do so. Meme it up, do whatever you want to do. But I mean, it's just so comical hearing this, especially years later. Hearing this is like, it rings even less true now than it did back then.
I'm in. And they're going to come in and they're going to buy one product of ONPASSIVE, then two, then three, then four.
Oh,
that's how good the product side of ONPASSIVE is.
Mike, my dear, but there was never more than one product that was ever offered with a price tag. And even that didn't last for long, that whole processor thing.
So when you look at ONPASSIVE, when you think about ONPASSIVE dominating the marketplace, the AI IT products of ONPASSIVE dominating the marketplace, no, they are dominating today. And the world doesn't know it yet. They will very, very shortly, because Ash is on a very, very fast pace to release the products to the customers. Is that it?
But he never did.
No. It gets so much better than that. Ash Mufar, over the last few weeks, has started to talk about the physical products that ONPASSIVE will have. These are products you can touch. They're not IT products, informational technology products, digital products. They're products you can touch.
Like that robot that looks like a self-pleasure machine. That's what it always reminds me of. It's like, does it vibrate? Because that's what I'm always thinking. It looks like it does. Just saying.
Now, these products are like any other products you've ever seen before. And the way I think about them is a lot like Wright brothers or Sir Hillary, Einstein developing the light bulb, something the world needed, absolutely needed. The Wright brothers inventing the plane, something the world needed. Sir Hillary doing something that no one's ever done in the world before. When you look at Einstein, or you look at the Wright brothers, their mode of operation, they weren't doing these things to make money. It's not what they were doing. They were doing it to make an impact on the world, whether it's a light bulb, whether it's an airplane. And then Sir Hillary, he did not climb Mount Everest for money. He did it because it was there. No one had ever done it before. And when I look at the physical products of Ash Mufareh, that's what.
Angel, this is from 2 years, by the way. That this is from, was August 2022.
Ash Mufareh is doing today. He's not doing it for the money, guys. Now,
wait a minute. You are going to go watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show? That is such a fun movie. I hope you're watching the original, because it's only the original for me. Going to the midnight movie, watching Rocky Horror, ever so much fun. Used to do that to the. There was a great theater here on Shepherd, because that was the only one that was like playing it. It was so much fun. So much fun back in the day.
Money's going to roll in like you can't believe, but he is not doing this for the money. He's doing this to make an impact on humanity. Okay. These products, I know of one of them, and this product, all 8 billion people on Earth will use this product. Okay, a little less than 8 billion. That's how many people are on Earth.
So even the babies are going to use it. That's it. So the baby's going to use this. Please. Okay. Oh, thank you. That you'd never be a truth. Thank you. I'm glad it's the original. I was scared there for a minute. I was scared.
It is extraordinary. Number one, how Ash finds these things, and then how he develops them, and how he makes it a reality and can actually introduce it to the world. 2 of these products are done. And Ash will introduce those products to us when he's ready. He hasn't really done that yet. But understand what the physical products are going to do to ONPASSIVE. Again, sheer value. And it's because Ash has a heart to share. He wants to change humanity. He wants to make life better. He wants people to wake up in the morning with a smile on their face, knowing that, yeah, life is pretty good. That's what Ash wants to do. But the physical products, they're extraordinary. And I can't wait. Again, where else would you want to be this side of paradise than ONPASSIVE? Being able to release a product to the world. And
where would I rather be? Anywhere but. That's pretty much, anywhere but, Mike. Honestly, that's where I'd rather be. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, I'm just not seeing what you saw then or what you saw now, or I'm not catching the vision. I just never caught the vision, because you know what I saw? A big old bucket of hooey. That's what I saw. Big old bucket of hooey.
Knowing that everybody on this earth will use that product, 8 billion people, because they need it. It makes their lives better, and they're going to be able to afford it. This is Ash Mufareh. This is ONPASSIVE. This is what's going on today. I don't want to be anyplace else. Is ONPASSIVE going to dominate the marketplace?
No.
ONPASSIVE is already dominating today, and the world doesn't know it yet. How cool is it going to be as we bring the customers in and release the products to them? How cool is it going to be to watch them?
But it never happened. It still hasn't happened, Mike. This was 2 years. Will this ever happen? Can you answer me that? Riddle me that. Will it ever happen? When will it happen? How will it happen? Because, if I were to be a betting woman, and I'm not, I'd say, the closest it would happen is when hell freezes over. That's pretty much what I'm thinking.
Buy the products, experience the products, and just really enjoy actually using the products of ONPASSIVE. And then the physical products. That is going to be so. Everybody out there, you guys, you don't know what's coming, and you don't know how it's going to change your life. and you don't know how much joy you're going to have just watching these things go out. So as I think of Mr. Mufareh, Ash Mufareh, as I think about ONPASSIVE, as I think about the founding members, we are dominating today, guys. There's 1.3 million founders today. Believe me, we are dominating today. And what does that mean for you and I, those individuals participating with ONPASSIVE? The amount of revenue that's going to come into ONPASSIVE, and Ash doesn't talk about that very much. He doesn't have to. It's just common sense. You know it's going to happen. The amount of revenue that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE is going to be staggering.
You just know what's going to happen. Well, you know what? Well, I just know it's not. That's the thing, because it's been proven time and time again that it's not going to happen, because it never has. There's always a reason why it doesn't. But okay, go off.
And it is going to affect every one of our lives. It's going to affect that bottom line. This is really, really a great place to be. An exciting time in ONPASSIVE. We are so close to the lid just being blown off the top, and that's where we want to be. We want to enjoy this with Mr. Mufareh, with the other founding members. It's just a terrific. I've absolutely loved the last 3 weeks. I've loved listening to the other founders. Very, very excited about what's happening. Marty and Red and Chris. Again, go over and listen to their updates. You'll get all the info that Ash is putting out there, and they do a great job. But as far as dominating, and that one thought that Ash put in my mind, we are dominating today, and I absolutely love it. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go on down below and subscribe. We have many videos coming up here with a ton of information, and they're beneficial to you. So go ahead, go down below, subscribe, click the bell on the right, and as we put a video.
And the great thing is if you do subscribe, you will hear the same thing over and over and over and over again. So if you haven't watched anything from the past, it really doesn't matter, because you're going to hear it again. All right. That's fantastic.
Up there, you'll get a notification that a new video is up there. And from there, just get ready. We are going to see everybody at the top. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye.
The mountain of bullshit. That's kind of what I'm thinking, the mountain of bullshit. What do you guys think? That's what I'm saying. That's where they go, to the mountain of bullshit. I mean, that was just worth it to watch that with you guys. I had a good old time. I had a jolly good time with that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to watch this carnival bullshit, because I know it's going to piss me off. I know it is. And I'm just going to be snotty all about it, because, I just can't help it. What can I say? It annoys me. Just annoys me. It annoys me when people are just, talking a bunch of bullshit. Big old buckets of hooey. That's what they do. They get out that bucket and they just splatter the hooey everywhere. All righty, dighty. So now we're going to go and jump over to, we have not watched The Real Deal, the full package. Now, isn't that same type of language used with ONPASSIVE? The Real Deal, full package. I think they use this language. So now let me share my screen with you guys again. Because I did learn when I shared instead of sharing it by the tab and I shared just the screen, you guys were not able to hear it then. And I found that to be interesting. So we are just going to do it this way. All righty. Are you guys ready to get unified? Are we getting unified? Getting unified tonight. Yes. Unified. Okay. Oh my God. I don't want to think about packages and any of these men in this. Oh, girl. Okay. I wasn't thinking of it in that way, but I'm with you. I'm with you. You only reacted to the first one. I only like watching them. It's insane. Okay. I'm going to have to react to it. I'm going to have to. The carnivore stuff is a must, a Bill must, except it's Marty and Chris. Oh, yeah. I heard Chris has discontinued his insulin. I mean, that's bloody insane. I mean, that's just like, I just have no words. Let's just go against what the doctor says completely. Good Lord. It sounds like a threat to me. Get unified. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right. So we're gonna go. We're gonna start it. You ready? You ready? Here we go, guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Zoom that we have going on tonight.
I apologize for how shitty their audio is. It's not on my end, but it's like really super tinny. But we're just listening to it like that anyway.
The topic is, how do you pick the correct business to be in, a home-based business? And most of you that are watching this live or will be watching us on a recording have been online either for months, even years, or whatever. I've been working online since 2004. And there's certain things in a home-based business, after you've been in as long as me, that you have to have. I mean, there's times that went by during my journey where I didn't know.
Wow, certain things that you have to have. This sounds ever so familiar. I mean, am I wrong? Doesn't this sound like Marty's typical story, how he starts it off? Or is it just me? Is it just me? Or is this what Marty sounds like? Now, I mean, not the audio, but the verbiage.
What I didn't know. And some of the stuff isn't easily delivered to you. I mean, it's not like the train's moving. No matter what business you're in, that train's moving. What speed or whatever. So you're kind of jumping on something that's already moving. And the main things that you have to have, and there's more than this, but these are the outline things that you need to have if you're looking for a home business, a good home business. It's opportunity. The company, the product, you're in early is a big deal. Long term, and there's ways to look at that, what you would consider long term, years to come. You're not putting all this effort into something that may not be around.
Wow. We've heard that, right? We've heard him say that about ONPASSIVE too. So again, I find it so interesting to listen to the shtick before the most recent iteration and be like, yeah, same shit.
In 3 months, because a lot of businesses, they start, they look great. In fact, they sound too good to be true, and probably because they are. And 3 months later, they're gone. And you've done all.
Or 6 years later, and they're gone. I mean, 3 months, 6 years. Who really cares? I mean, if they just basically are a big fat lie, it's a big fat lie.
This work, because the main thing in building a business like this, for all of us really, is to try to build a residual income. The next thing is systems. Now, you get into a business, and sometimes they have.
I will want to say something. Like last night, I don't remember who I was listening to, but they said something like this, and they were talking about different streams of income, because you always hear about having different streams of income, especially in the world of MLM. And that's kind of how they, sell it to some people. It's like, oh, it's another stream of income. And then you can do this. This is another stream of income, blah, 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 blah. That bullshit. Except for here's the thing. And last night is when they said it just so beautifully. And they said, those get rich quick schemes, which my mind went, oh, you mean MLM? Like, that doesn't work. What you need to do is invest in something early and let the interest compound. I'm like, okay, that makes far more sense than what these fuckers say, you know? And I just found that really interesting because they will sell you on this is a stream of income. And I've yet to see any of these streams of income that are attached to anything where people are paying to join to actually work out in the favor of the people who are paying to join.
Have this cookie cutter capture page, and you do it, and it's just everybody has the same stuff, and it's just blah, 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 blah. It doesn't seem like it's from you, but
and that's interesting too, how he says that about the capture page, because if you remember all the ONPASSIVians, when they could, all of the, like they had the rotator almost of like the different pages that they could put out there, but they were all the same. They were just attached to a different ID number, and that's it. So it's like he's saying that, but it's like, but you go and do the same damn thing, dude.
System, funnels, leads, how to get leads. I had a guy spend hundreds of dollars on a website and said, how's that look? And I said, oh, that's a beautiful website. And then I said, but how are you going to get traffic? And he kind of was dumbfounded. What do you mean? Well, if nobody comes to visit it, it doesn't matter how nice it looks. You can have just a mediocre website. You get enough traffic, and you have something to offer people. And that's the thing. You have to serve other people. You have to have that in your heart. That's what matters. You have to have some type of...
Wow. So you can just have it in your heart to serve. Oh, good gravy. That you can really tell that he has drank the MLM punch for a long time.
A lead source where you have people coming to your website. The next one is support. Actually, supporting and generating leads. In other words, there's ways to go out and get leads. There's people that pay for them and all that. They're a ripoff. They just are. They're just circulating the same names, same emails, same stuff, and everybody's buying them. And when you get a hold of these people, they are red hot because they don't want to be involved in that. They've been called 900 times. You have to find a way to get a lead generation that's legit. These are people that came to you because they wanted to. Big difference. They wanted to hear what you had to say. That's important to have too. When I say a system, you want the funnel, you want the lead support, and the leads, not just any source, something with a...
So you're looking for other suckers is basically what he's saying. People who are going, oh my gosh, I really want to find something. This sounds too good to be true. I think I'll join. Those are the people you're looking for. Okay, got it.
They're coming to you. They're saying, what does Marty have that he has something I want. This can help me. Because you've got to get something that benefits other people. And then the last one is leadership and relationship. Let me tell you what I mean. You ever get in a business and the person that brought you in, yeah, I'm going to help you. You're going to have no problem. Everything's going to be great. Hold on 1 second. That's what happens when you're live.
My gosh. How many years has it been that this man has not figured out to mute his damn cell phone? Is it just me? But that is so very frustrating. It's real simple. Look, I did it myself. It's there's this little button on the side of my cell phone, and I turned it, I moved it down, and it says silent. It's just amazing, Marty. You might want to look into that at some point. It's just there's going to be this little thing. You just kind of move down. You change it from on to off. It's not, it's not going to be, you're not going to exert too much energy. I promise. Maybe you can even get Shorty to do it for you. He could probably figure it out if it's just too much for you. You can ask Shorty. He'll figure it out.
All right. Sorry about that. You get in, and the person that brought you in, I'm going to help you all the way. You won't be alone, blah, 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 blah. Well, you start going, and you're ready to go, and you're hot to trot, and you call this person and you need some help, and either they can't help you, or they can, but it's pretty basic, or they don't know how to get you help. You'll never make.
So like when there was all of these problems with ONPASSIVE, when people were having problems logging in and all those different things, people didn't have any support other than Julie, email Julie, poor girl, she can't come up for air because, she's the support system somehow. And then, they're taking a log ass list and then emailing, I guess, Ash, or having, some kind of private little powwow with him. And he's probably figuring out, well, yeah, we can do that. Nope, we can't do anything about that. And basically screw these people. Okay, we can do that. And, and then basically not really address anything. That's just kind of what I'm figuring.
Take it if that happens, because nobody knows everything in the beginning. You got to be able to go to somebody, a leader or somebody in there that can help you. And that's super important, super important. Remember that when you go for a business, find a business that maybe the person above you doesn't know.
Well, first of all, when you find a business, don't do something where you have to pay money to join it. Number one, don't do that. Because when you do, you've just bought into something where you're never going to make money.
Everything. But they can connect you to someone that does. That's super important. Been in many businesses where I want to know. When I got in, I wanted to know. And I'm digging and clawing all the way through all these different. And eventually, this guy doesn't even know who his sponsor is. This guy doesn't know who his. It's a nightmare. So that's very important. Leadership. Relationships. Super.
Mr. Lever, if memory serves, I thought she was in real estate or something. Was a real estate agent. I'm really not sure. And I'm so sorry. I may not say your name correctly, but there are 3 hands waving. Thank you. And it's, again, I'm not going to say it correctly. Sanatan. I'm so sorry. Anyway, thank you for joining. I hope you're having a lovely day, lovely evening, whatever time it is for you in this world.
Important. And when you first get in business, you don't realize how important it is, but you got to build relationships like I did here with Mark and Mike and many, many other people that aren't on here right now. Is you wind up drawing people towards you that are like you, that do care about other people, that do want to make a business, that are not in it just for themselves. Yes, we all want to make money, but if you have a relationship where I can get a hold of Mark, ask him a question, Mike can call me, I can call Mike, it's a big deal. And you have to do that for everyone. The guy that just got in today, he needs to know that he's got a friend in the business. He's got a relationship where he can go to that person and say, hey, Ted, I don't know how to do this. Ted might even say, look, I'm not sure, but you know what? Let's go ask Bob. And he's always there for him. When he's not, he's busy. Everybody has their own lives.
I got a question here for you guys. I mean, if I could put up a poll here, but I can. Oh, let me go over here. Can I put up a poll off my channel? Yeah, I can do that. Because I'm looking here at the on StreamYard, but if I go over here, I think I can put this poll up. That's what I'll do. And let's see. Well, let me do that. Where is the poll again? Because I don't flip and remember. Where is the poll? And I'm not finding the damn, not finding the poll. Well, anyway. So I can't find the poll. Right, never mind. Okay, so I'm not going to do a poll since I can't find it. But anyway, now I even forgot what I was going to poll about. It was something that he said. But basically, do you believe Marty is there for everybody? I mean, think about how he has been with people in ONPASSIVE. Do you think he has been there for absolutely every person on his downline? Or has he been there only for those that he communicates with on the daily? Because let's face it, you only have so much time in a day. And if you have a lot of people underneath you like Marty, do you have that time to be getting back to everybody personally? No, you really don't. You really don't. You honestly don't. So just even hearing that is just bullshit, because it reaches a point, if you're someone that has been able to recruit, which most people are not able to, you can't.
You can go to someone, you build all these relationships. Because if you build a relationship, you can build a business. It's that simple. You can't.
And how has that worked out for you, Marty? You're still not successful. But boy, you can just rattle off what they tell you in MLMs. It's fantabulous.
Do it without it. Unless you're a crazy promoter and you don't care about 5 quitting and 10 coming in, 7 quitting. That's a hard way to build. You can make a very big business if you think with relationships. Get to know people. We all pretty much want the same thing. We all pretty much don't know everything we don't know. But as time goes on and you help each other, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And you want to duplicate. Like if I'm teaching something I learned from Mike Klinger or somebody else, and I know it, teach it to the person below. Don't assume, well, he knows. Fred already knows. Sandy already knows. I know John knows. And Mike, guess what? You'll find a lot of times they don't know. And it's not their fault. You're going so quick. But if you have the right leadership, the right relationship, if Fred missed, and it was my fault because I'm human, Fred can go to John because you have a relationship. It's none of there's a relationship with everybody in the business. So I wanted to bring that up. If you're looking for a business.
Marty, I have a question for you, sir. So all these people that you built, a relationship with, what happens when all of those people drop out that you built these relationships with, but you're still hanging on? What do you do then when you no longer have anybody that you built those relationships with because they're like, screw this, peace out, this shit ain't working? What do you do then?
Business opportunity system, leadership, and relationship. It's a big deal. All of them together. Look for that, and you have the whole package. That's all I got right now. I'll turn it over to
the whole
Mark.
package. You got the whole package, guys. Whole package.
Unmute. Oh, you got it. Okay.
I'm ready. Just had to unmute there.
All right.
First of all, everything you said, Marty, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, relationships are really paramount. I mean, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I've said that before. I'm sure we've all heard it to one degree or another. And, all the things that you mentioned are spot on. Now, what I want to do, what I want to add also, because everybody has their own take on exactly what the right business is and what you're going to be looking for. So in addition to everything that Marty had mentioned, I want to mention a couple of things also. As far as the way I look at it, there are certain pillars that need to be there when you're looking for the right job, and includes every one of them that Marty had mentioned. In addition to that, one of the things I look for, because you want it to be affordable for the masses, you're going to look for something that has a minimal startup cost. Because if it's not affordable to the masses, you don't want it to be free, because you want people to not have such easy access, because then chances are they're not going to do anything. They're not going to have any skin in the game. They're not going to take it seriously. They're not really going to build the business, and they're not going to do anything. And it's not going to be anything that's going to be good for them. It's not going to be beneficial for anybody. So that's something I always look for. You want to be able to have it be affordable for the masses. The second thing I like to look for is something that's easy to set up and it's easy to maintain.
That's great. Affordable for the masses. Now, here's the thing. When I'm just going to go back to ONPASSIVE was set up. Sure, in the US and Canada, the entry fee was not that much, but they also started preying on people who were in developing countries where that $97 was a lot. Oh gosh, look at Mike's face. Is it me? Or does that just kind of look like the classic scammer face of like, I've got something coming over here. I'm going to, make sure that I take money out of your pocket so I can use it for myself. Is it just me? But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing.
Now, I've been in businesses before, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching or will be watching have been also, whether it's the health and wellness industry or another, where you've got, I don't know, hundreds, dozens, hundreds of products, and you have to learn about the products. You have to be able to explain the products in addition to the compensation plan and a bunch of other things.
Thanks, Jeff.
And that's really, people get a little bit overwhelmed by that. They don't know where to start. They feel intimidated. So it's got to be something that's easy to set up, easy to explain, easy to maintain. You've got to be able to have a system that you're going to be able to follow step by step. Once you join a company, you have to be able to get up and running quickly. You know, if the business is too complicated, people are going to give up. They're not going to stick around. They're going to jump on the next shiny object that's out there. The next person comes knocking at the door and says, I have an opportunity for you. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. They're gone. I mean, they won't even give your business a chance. So you want that to be on your checkoff boxes also. The third thing I like to look at is that you want to have something that's going to give you a quick return on your investment. Whether it's affordable or not, people want to make money. They want to make money quickly. Otherwise, again, they're going to jump onto the next thing, the next shiny object, and they're not going to give that an opportunity either. So wherever they go, they're going to have the same results. And that's why 97% in the industry fail, because people just don't stick around.
Or you actually stick around for 6 years and you still don't earn. You still aren't able to make it work because the quote business isn't working. You know, they don't really have their shit together, so to speak. And anyway, it's never designed so that you would. That is really clear. It was never meant for anyone to actually make money. And that's with all of these things. But, you know, just looking at it on passive, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit extra over there.
Around long enough to get results. They don't follow the right people. They don't listen to the right people. They don't get the proper mentorship. And Marty mentioned it's all about relationships, mentorship, things like that. And, you know, that's extremely important also. So, you know, you want to look for a company where you can not only get started.
Here's the thing with ONPASSIVE, I don't give a damn how much mentorship anyone has. How are you going to make anything literally out of nothing when all you have is air? I'm like, catch the vision. It's coming. How is that going to do it for anyone? And somebody checks in a year later. Oh, there's still nothing. No, but it's coming. Check back 6 months. What's what? Nothing, but it's coming. 3 years. It's still coming. I mean, before you know it, their hair has grown down past their butt. Their fingernails are, I don't even know where, because, you know, they're just waiting for it to come, and it never has. It never arrives. I mean, isn't that a problem too? Because I would say that's a problem. Hello there, Anil. I hope you are having a lovely day. Thank you very much for the pink hand wavings.
Quickly, because it's an easy setup and it's simple, but where you can start seeing a return on your investment, whatever that investment is, and pretty quickly. The next thing I like to look for, which is pillar number 4 of, you know, on my list of 5, is what I like to call experience and integrity. And I just don't mean with your upline and with the person who sponsors you, because obviously that's critical and that's important. And we have that in what we're going to discuss with you later, and certainly with the 3 of us, the 3 M boys over here, Marty, Mike, and Mark. I mean, but in addition to us being ethical and we have a lot of integrity, you want to be with a company where the leadership, where the CEO, where the ownership, all the people that run the company also have the highest integrity. So, I mean, when you're looking at management, you want them to have integrity.
And how do you measure that they have integrity? These people that you don't know in person, you know, they're just randos, literally, you know, online. that are telling you they have integrity. And when you were able to get to the company's site, you know, not the back office, when you were, it's like, okay, well, there's not a phone number. Okay, look, there's multiple addresses. Oh, one fell off. You know, but you know, you really can't find information. Names, you know, those seem to be like non-existent. You know, you have no way of finding out information, but you can go to our webinars where you can then hear the same BS again and again. I mean, like that's it. Yeah, the 3M boys. That's a little bit you.
Integrity. You want them to have rock solid experience. You don't want them to be somebody that has no experience in the industry, no experience building a business or running a business or doing the things that are necessary to maintain a business, and most importantly, do the right thing by their membership base. The other thing that you want is that you want to have great products. I mean, I've been approached by many, many people, and I'm sure all of us have at some point in time, where they're approaching me with an opportunity. They want me to join them. And all they talk about is the compensation plan or how much money you can make. That's not necessarily what I want to hear.
You know, I don't think I ever posted this on my community tab, but I did run across it on Amazon. And that was a Shakeology shop. And I thought, that's really interesting, because now you could be an affiliate, but that doesn't really matter because people don't have to go through you. They can just go to flipping Amazon and bypass. I mean, they have been able to do that anyway. I mean, like, that's also something about some of these companies that I always find so gross, is that they compete with the people who join by doing that kind of crap. I mean, ONPASSIVE, doesn't really compete because nobody has anything. So, you know, I guess everybody's on the same equal footing.
I want to hear about the products, because the most important thing is, if you're going to join a company, you want to join a company that you would be happy. You could use the products. It doesn't matter what the compensation plan is. You're going to buy into and you're going to use the products, even if there was no compensation plan. If you aren't going to make a cent out of the...
Whose phone is that? There's a phone ringing again. Whose phone is that? You need to turn that shit off.
Company, and you were just going to rely on the products. Can you do that? Is it a product that you believe in? So you really want to, you know, those are the things that I like to look for. And I'm going to throw in one more little bonus pillar. And I think, Marty, you hit upon it earlier, and I think it's very, very important. And you're talking about duplication. You have to have a system. You have to have, whether it's given to you by the company, and a lot of companies.
I swear, I just want to reach on through there and go to the phone and say, hello, what is it you want? This is not a good time. Goodbye. That's what I want to do. This is driving me nuts. Is it just me? Is it just me that hearing that phone is driving nuts? Because it's like, it's just so distracting. You know, and you guys you're trying to be all professional and everything. That doesn't come off as professional.
Companies do that. They don't all do it very well.
Oops,
or you have to have in your team, you have to have some sort of a system that duplicates, because, you know, and you want it to be a proven system. You just don't want it to be a fly-by-night system that's not going to really attract leads into you. And, you know, it's very, very important. If you can find a situation, you can find a company to align yourself with, and especially with a great team. And one of the things that I always like to do, I like to Google.
Is that feedback or is that the phone? I mean, I'm really distracted by this, guys. I'm sorry, but it's like, is it feedback or is it a phone? Because now it's kind of sounding like feedback. Because, I mean, the audio on this is shit.
You know, for a particular, you know, looking into a particular opportunity, I like to Google, you know, team in that, or the best team in that particular opportunity. I like to find out about the team, because I'm a business builder. I love using products because products will help you to make money quickly. But that's, you know, at the end of the day, there are going to be a lot of people like the three of us that want to build a team and help other people to have success as well. So you want to be on a solid team. You want to have a system. It's a system also. It has to be something that's where even a part-time person, whether you're a top industry leader or you're a part-timer, you want the system to be able to duplicate. You want it to be able to be used by anybody. Again, even a part-timer. I'm a part-timer. It leverages when I have a system to use, which I'm fortunate that I do. It leverages my time. You know, I have very limited time, but when you have the right system that can duplicate that your entire team can use, it's something that's a tremendous benefit. So anyway, I just wanted to, mention those are the 6 pillars that, with the one bonus pillar that I feel is very, very important to look for if you're looking for the right company to join. Anyway, for now, that's it for me.
That's great, guys. I agree with both of you. I want to say that we have some really, really great talent on this team, from Mike Klingler, Robin Lynn, Marty, and Mark, and others. And really, with the system that we have right now, we could do pretty much any business we wanted to. It doesn't matter what the product is, and be very, very successful. That's how good the system is.
Wow. Right there. It doesn't matter what the product is. Spoken from, by the way, Mr. By the way. Doesn't matter what the product is. I find that interesting because, didn't they just earlier, one of them said, you need to have like a really good product, something that people want, blah, 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 blah. But now Mike is like, product doesn't matter. We got a system. Who cares about the damn product when you got a system? It doesn't matter. It could be anything. Don't care. Got a system though.
But what I'd like to do is really get into the meat of why this is so unique and why really everybody that's listening to this webinar, your life is going to change in a very, very positive way because of what we're introducing to you. I want to talk about the product and the signals, and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to pull up a couple of pictures, guys, and kind of go through a few things. And the first one I want to show is this one right here. Marty, can you see my screen okay? Okay. This is what we call the daily signals, and they're changing the name of that to the advanced signals. And basically what we get from UniFi is we get financial information to either buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin. And that's completely up to us. Now, the daily signals have been around for quite a while. Up at the far right-hand corner, that's Ron Monterulli. He's kind of in mid-speech, but he's the CEO of UniFi. These signals are based off of algorithms that he's put together. These algorithms are very, very complicated. But because they give us the signals and let us use these signals if we want, it becomes very, very simple. Now, the daily signals, they will come in 3, 4, 5 at a time in a day. And the signals are getting better and better and better, and it's becoming more aggressive. The strategies are just really phenomenal. And the people that are using the daily signals right now, and you've probably heard this example. We had a gentleman come in, started with 5 Bitcoin, and in the course of 6 months turned it into 53 Bitcoin, which is about 300,000. Today, he's taken that account up to $750,000. And the signals he's using, they're the same for everybody. Regardless of how much money you have in there, the rate of return is pretty much the same. So the daily signals are something you can come in, you can use. They take a little bit more effort to use, a little bit more educating, but very, very simple. But what Ron has done to really accommodate the community in UniFi, he's come out with what's called the universal signal. And the universal signal, it's brand new. It comes out Monday. If you're listening to this video Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it comes out Monday. You will get 1 signal a day, and you'll get that signal at a specific time, UTC time, which in Colorado, that's 6 o'clock at night. You don't have to be precise with your buying or selling. You can be anywhere in the world, and you don't have to use an exchange. You can use Coinbase to do that and just trade in between Bitcoin and US dollars. But this is really phenomenal for the people that we're dealing with, because we have a lot of people on our team that just don't have time to do the daily signals. They can come in, they can do this, they can look at it once a day, and it's a done deal. And I'm going to show you the results here in just a second. But to give you an example of what's happening with all three of us, I talked to a gentleman 2 days ago, and he was really interested in Bitcoin, decentralized cryptocurrency, getting involved with it because it is the place to be, but he just could not do the.
And you know, the place you want to go about crypto to learn about it is definitely an MLM, because you're really going to get all the best info there. Just ask all the people who joined OneCoin. Just ask all the people who joined what is it? The one that from Success Factory. You know, just like I Am Academy. Just ask all these people. Hello, Mima. Thank you very much. I love the roses. Thank you very much. Welcome. Just ask them about that.
Signals, he couldn't do them daily. I talked to him about the universal signal. Look at it once a day, and when you look at it, they're either going to give you a buy, a sell, or you just hold. It really is that simple. And this was absolutely perfect for him. He will be in this weekend. He's coming in with $5,000, and he's excited about what the universal signals are going to do with him, because he can actually participate now. Now, obviously, if you don't have a lot of time, this is perfect for you. As you gradually get it and you have more time, you can get into the daily signals, the advanced signals, and do those also. You can do both of these. You don't have to pay for both of these. Both of these are given to you every single day.
And if you don't understand because you're in an MLM, just ask your upline, because they're going to have the best information on what you need to do about crypto. The best place to learn about crypto is always in an MLM. Are you guys getting my sarcasm here? I mean, I do hope so.
Day. Now, if we run over and we look at the results that the testing showed with the universal signals, these are 2-year results. $5,000 invested. At the end of 2 years, it was $124,000.
Was this? I don't even think this thing was around 2 years later. So kind of just the way the whole, Zeus's bounty is like, I don't know where Tim went, but we haven't heard from Tim in a long, long time. I guess he's just counting his money somewhere from all that bullshit.
And the commissions you paid buying and selling was $893. On average, you're going to get a buy or a sell once a month. It's really, really easy, guys. But the amount of money that you can make from these signals is absolutely phenomenal. Now, do they guarantee these? No, they do not. Nothing is guaranteed here. But based on the historical...
Hey, it's not guaranteed, but boy, we're going to sell you on the signal thing. And, we're going to expect you to make wise choices off of these signals because, it didn't work for you. But, we didn't say it would.
Evidence and what they've been doing and how these signals are doing. We believe that in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years, it really is going to set people free. If we look at the 1-year results, 7 trades, 85.7% winners. Again, fees paid $228, took $5,000 to $34,000. This is the buy and hold down here, guys. And as you can see, it's a lot less than you would have done actually getting the signals and using them. The last thing I want to show you is the actual results with the calculator that they give us. This is a calculator that'll be in the back office Monday, and you can plug in a number and it will give you.
Right. So, you make sure you got to start out with, invest $5,000, everybody. It's totally worth it to do that. Just invest $5,000.
The projected rate of return. And they don't do the projected rate of return at 15.54, which is what they actually got. They do it at 8.5 just to stay very, very conservative.
Because that seems likely. That seems ever so likely. And let's not show this to Ash because there's a calculator involved, and we know how confused he gets by a calculator. So I'm glad that he's not here to see this.
But you could put $500 in there over a 5-year period at 8.5%.
Angel, we're not watching anything about ONPASSIVE. This is about UniFi, about before they got involved with ONPASSIVE. That's what is so interesting to me. It's about kind of how they say the same things that they do about ONPASSIVE.
And you're going to have $177,000 at the end of 5 years. For most people, they don't save that much money in their entire.
Okay, Angel, this was the thing they were all in before ONPASSIVE.
Working career. This is truly amazing what Ron Monterulli is doing for the people out there that see his vision, and his vision is
boom. Exactly. I love you. I knew that you would pick up on that. Oh, okay. I missed that. I figured you did. Sounds identical. Looks like exactly. They are sounding exactly identical the way they promote ONPASSIVE, and that's exactly why I'm playing this, is for that. Just like it doesn't even matter. But I mean, Mike already told us the product doesn't matter. It's the system. And I mean, that's basically what they're doing. It's like, well, you know what? This didn't work out, but hey, this time we found the real deal. We really found the real deal in ONPASSIVE. Okay, well, let's just, replay the same kind of bullshit that we said over there in UniFi. Let's just take all that and we're just going to retool it and we're just going to throw in ONPASSIVE. Okay, sounds good. Let's go. That's what kind of seemed like what happened.
Phenomenal. If you would have put in an extra $100 a month in 5 years, it goes to $233,000. These are just the numbers, guys, and it's at a it's at a lower rate of return than they actually got. So what UniFi is doing, and the one thing I absolutely,
and this rate of return is much higher than what a typical rate of return is, but yet they're selling like, well, this is lower than that other one. So see, this is really probable. That's what they're trying to get people to believe, that this is, since this is a conservative one that I'm showing you, you can see, even with the conservative one, you see how much money you can make on it. Yeah, come on, get in, jump in with us. Hey, we're the 3M guys, whatever the hell they said.
absolutely love about what Ron Monterulli is doing is his philosophy, and Mark talked a little bit about that earlier. Ron's philosophy is to give the average individual a way to build wealth for the retirement.
Wow. See, kind of like that uplifts humanity, give the average individual a way to build wealth. This Ron guy sounds like such an upstanding citizen. He just wants to help people. That's all he wants. It's not about lining his own pockets. It's never about that. All of these people that start these things, they're just thinking about the little guy. They're just thinking, how can I help the world? How can I help those little people that are struggling so? They shouldn't be struggling. Surely I can come up with something to help them, lend them a helping hand, give them a help up. We can all do it together because we're all friends. Oh, fuck.
Retirement for their family. But not only that, he goes a step further. And what he wants to do is he wants to build wealth that can be transferred from generation to generation to generation.
Wealth.
And I think that is so cool. I think everybody on our team, everybody at corporate, really has a heart to help people. We've been doing this a very, very
with heart. Look, corporate with heart. Corporate with heart. Look, these CEOs, they have heart. They've got heart, guys. They're just thinking about the other people, those little people. They just really want to help them. It's truly, truly not about how much money they can get in the bank and how many yachts they can have or anything. It's not about that.
Very long time. And there were so many years that even though we wanted to help people, we just could not do it. And we couldn't do it because we didn't have the pieces Marty talked about or the pieces Mark talked about. But today, with the talent on this team, with the UniFi corporate office, it's absolutely phenomenal. This is a no-brainer. I met with a lady last Saturday, and in 4 hours, I showed her how to trade, and she is trading every day now. Not only that, but 2 days ago, we got a buy signal at 6,300. Today, it's at 6,780. She made that tremendous run up of about 400 points in 2 days.
Oh boy, this lady, great. Let's see, Marty said Ash didn't factor himself into the paid plan. Yeah, right. You know, it really seems to me like that was the only factor. You know, I mean, maybe, am I wrong? Isn't he the one that kind of like, you know, the only one really that did get money? I mean, a few people got, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, but, you know, overall.
Is she a happy camper? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only that, but because of the universal signals right now, anybody and his mother can share this with the people they know. They are going to do that. And the gentleman I talked to 2 days ago is a testimonial for that. I didn't sell him. I shared it with him, and his response was, okay, I'm in. How quickly can we do this? And how quickly can I?
Okay, I just have to share this with you guys. Chalupa has like the worst gas right now, and his butt is pointed right at me. So I'm just, it's like, it's really rank. I just had to share that with you guys.
I started trading, and I told him, well, it comes out Monday, so you got the weekend. He's ready to run. He will be signed up. He'll put the 5,000 in Binance. He'll be ready to trade Monday, and he's absolutely excited about what's happening. So sharing this really becomes an afterthought because it's just so simple. You need very, very little time, but because of the algorithms that are very, very complicated, they make it easy for us to come in and actually build wealth and transfer that wealth to the next generation. So that's it for me, guys. I just wanted to go over the product. It's really some cool stuff. Go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, if I can add anything to what Mike said, which I don't know how you can make that better, but, you know, when he was going through that, I want you to keep.
Why did anybody tell Marty that his audio sucks ass? You know, I was like, maybe you should get a mic or something. I mean, is it just me? Yeah, Chalupa just has to share. Boy, is he sharing. Woo! Woo. I mean, I'm kind of like trying to lean over somewhere else, but it is, yeah, it is that direct impact, Mr. Lowell. You're so right on that.
In mind. In the East Coast, where I'm from, you go in your back office at 8 o'clock at night. That would be 12 midnight UTC time. And you go to check if there is a signal. The chances are you're going to have a signal every 2 months. And you think, wow, man, how are we going to make it? Numbers never lie. And they have historical proof of how this has been running. And then when they did the calculation, they cut the historical proof in half. So 8 o'clock at night, I got to go in. I think they're still going to have some kind of signal that tells you, go in and says buy, I buy. Doesn't matter what the number is, right?
That's right.
Buy. If it says sell, sell. If it says nothing, go do what it is you want to do.
You go to bed.
Yeah, that's right. This is a product that you can start making money first day. First day. It's not something that you're buying and you have in your closet, and I'm not putting any of these things down, but it's not a lotion, potion, because let me tell you what's the problem with those things. When the economy gets in trouble, the first thing people let go of are those things. They're not letting go of something that can help make them money. I never share a business, hardly ever share a business with my family. Why? Because I've been doing this since 2004, and somewhere around 2008, they've had enough of me, okay? But I was always looking for all the pieces. I really was, and we have them. That's why I'm so excited. You've never seen like a 400-pound cheerleader.
There again, we have all the pieces, and that's exactly what he has said about ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE has that, everything, and that's what he's saying about UniFi. And that's why I find all of this just so interesting. It's just like, oh, hello. I'm so sorry. I'm probably not going to say your name correctly. Surya. I'll just put your name up there. Hello. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Anyway, they're just nuts.
But I'm really excited over what all of this has. And with this new signal coming out.
Always excited about what it has. It has everything, everything. It's the best too.
My sister came today to show me something. She was visiting, so I got something to show you. I showed her the universal signal she's in. I called my son. I said, Zach, you know what I'm doing online, right? He goes, no, not really, because I don't talk about it. I said, well, anyway, here's what I'm doing. I showed him a screenshot, just like Mike. I said, 8 o'clock every night. He lives 12 miles from me. You're going to get a signal, buy or sell. You can start off with $500. Here's what you could get conservative. Here's what you can make. How do I sign up? Now, some things are hard to sell, like a screwdriver, a left-handed screwdriver, whatever. I mean, but this, I'm not selling it. I'm sharing it. Hey, look what I got. It's a no-brainer. It's a lot of fun. And on top of the system and the company and all the stuff, like I said, everybody that's watching us live, or if you're watching on the recording, we'll give you more info. Don't jump into this until you're ready. That's fine with me. But you look at all the stuff, and you judge for yourself, and we're going to have to hold you back. I mean, because this is a no, it would be different. Once I saw it, and then the other day when they brought up.
And haven't we heard him say that about ONPASSIVE too, about it being a no-brainer? I know Mike has said that. I'm pretty sure Mike has said that.
This new product, I was like, this is almost too good to be true. It's a scary thing to say.
Because it was. It never was true. Imagine. It was all bullshit. It's great. Get people to, spend money on an imaginary return on an investment. Great job.
Hey, but I've been doing this a long time. Yeah.
Oh, you've been telling people for a long time to spend money on something that they're never going to get anything from. Good to know, Marty.
15 years? I know something.
He knows something. He knows something. What is it that he knows? Has he just learned how to hoodwink people better? I'm kind of wondering about that.
I know something. I know one thing. I have the full package. We work with a gentleman that made the system named Mike Klinger.
Package again.
7-figure earner. I'm going to go off a little bit. He makes the system available for everybody that comes into the business. Is the system good? He's one of the best in the world. Bar none. I mean, that's no joke. One of the best in the world. He's had $1 million day. Okay? I haven't had many of those. I don't know about you guys. But, I mean, he knows, yeah, Mike did. And Mark's had a couple. But the point is he knows. And he really likes to help people. He's helped me many, 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 many times. That goes back to relationship and leadership.
Well, we know he
when I saw this, and I met Mark, and I've known Mike Ellis for 5 or 6 years, me and him floundered around like a couple of flounders on the beach. And it wasn't because we weren't looking. You don't know what you're missing until you get it. Sometimes. And we found it. And man, let me tell you what.
Oh. They found their home. They found their home. Funny thing is that, usually you run away from home. I think the home ran away from them because, they didn't stay. And I'm sure it collapsed.
I'm the happiest big guy on the planet. But what you do from here, like I said, we will give you more information. We only got into the little details of it. But to make this complicated, we would have to really work at it, because it's not. It's the easiest thing I've ever done. You get your money, hey, buy, click, sell, click, don't buy, don't sell, don't buy, don't sell, 2 months later, buy, click. Let me tell you something. If you put in 500, you made $177,000 in 5 years. I dare you not to tell anyone. Guaranteed. In fact, if you don't, and people see that you paid off your car or your house or something,
and then you never did because it didn't last for 5 years. Yeah, there's that.
they're going to be mad at you because you didn't tell them. And you can do this halfway through because things are going to start looking good right away. Because you put in 500 and see what. Remember, Einstein said the eighth wonder of the world.
Beth, you saying like this sounds illegal. If it did have this type of return, if it was really going on, oh yeah, they would be being looked at because this type of return does not exist. And that's the whole thing. They're selling people on something that's non-existent.
World is compounding. The eighth wonder of the world. You want $1 million or you want a penny a day doubled for 30 days? Do the math. You'll take the penny. It ain't worth squat for the first 2 or 3 weeks. But 21, 22, and up to 30, it's a killer. And that's what we have. And I'm just excited and happy with what we have. I'm happy working with who we are, who we have together. And because I know that most of you watching this, I don't care if you're a man, woman, tall, fat, skinny, got freckles, no freckles, bald-headed, whatever.
Now that penny a day thing, I think I learned that in high school. You know?
You got online to make money, and you found out very quick.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It's not as easy as everybody said it is. But how would you like to get into a business and you have this much skill, and within days, within a week, couple weeks, you know how to bring in leads, you have the best system in the world, and you have a product that is making you money the first day you got in. If you're looking for something else, go ahead, but I've lost tens of thousands of dollars with the other stuff. I mean, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. And like I said, you'll get this. And one more thing that I want to say, and these guys are going to talk to, but I'm a blabbermouth, is remember to get in and look at all the stuff. Go check out the stuff. Ask questions. And really important, whoever invited you here, make sure you get back to them. And we'll all emphasize that. Why? I'm personally not even bringing people in for myself right now. I want my team to grow. I want people on my team to have big teams. Because let me tell you something that would be so cool. I'm going to be successful in this, but I know I'm going to feel so much better that I helped.
He's going to be successful. And but the thing is, you never were, Marty, because you joined ONPASSIVE afterwards.
I get to see other people become successful too. That's my nature.
And you never did.
That's Mike's nature. I know it for sure. And I know it's Mark's. And everybody I'm around. Let me tell you why that is. I don't hang with you if you're not that way. I will not. I believe in helping other people, and that's what we should look at. My sister just wrote me on Skype. She's back. She got into the business. Not bad, huh? You guys start to bang? Anyway, I'm done right now. I think I'm done. I'm going to turn it over to any one of these two gentlemen, and I thank you very much for coming out on a Friday night. And like I said, we're going to do this. And if you have any questions, get back to the person that invited you here, and we'll all help you. In fact, if you got to talk to me and I didn't bring you in, tell me who did, and I'll still help you. All that's bull. We don't care about that. But thank you very much.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, that's a tough one to follow, but let me say a couple of things. First of all, Marty is an example, and Mike also, of the type of servant leadership that we have here on our team and in UniFi, that all we want to do, or what motivates us, is to help other people. And man, you got to love that compounding calculator. Absolutely amazing. And I think this is probably an opportune time right now, if you remember the 6 pillars that I mentioned before, just to show you that UniFi checks off every one of those boxes. Number 1, I'm just going to reiterate real fast, it's got to have minimal startup cost. If you get back to the person that sent you to this, that invited you, and you get some information, you're going to see that the startup cost is very affordable. It's affordable for everybody globally, which is why people are joining at an unbelievable rate. It's got to be easy to set up and maintain. I mean, hearing what Mike said and what Marty said, I think that's proven that this is easy to set up and maintain. It couldn't be any more simple. I mean, I think that's the credo of UniFi. Basically, keep it simple. You have to have a quick return on your investment. You can start making money from trading day number 1. How much more quickly can you get a return on your investment? It's unbelievable. Experience, integrity. I mean, from the top, Ron Monterulli, everybody that's behind the scenes, our own leadership on our team, it doesn't get any better than that. Remarkable products. You saw the presentation that Mike made. The signals are absolutely incredible. I mean, you've got products that you just can't believe, and it keeps on getting better, which is even more unbelievable. They're going to keep adding to the product suite, and a duplicatable system. Marty had mentioned, I mean, the system that was built by Mike Lindler, it doesn't get any better than that. People can come on board, plug into it, get started immediately generating leads. Mike's system will show and tell for you. You don't have to worry. It's going to close people for you. It's an incredible system. But one of the things that I wanted to add now also is that I'm sure a lot of you guys that are out there watching this are probably wondering, maybe you're not that experienced with cryptocurrency, and you're probably wondering, is it too late to even get involved in cryptocurrency? I mean, how's the timing in the industry? So what I want to do real fast, I want to share some slides. I want to give you a little bit of perspective and a little bit of history. So let's see if I can share my screen right now. And these wonderful gentlemen are going to let me know if they can see my slides.
Yeah,
that's not it. So let's get rid of that. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. All right, so like I said, this is just going to put a couple of things in perspective. And the question is basically, is it too late to join the Bitcoin revolution? And revolution is exactly what it is. And the answer is a resounding no. It's definitely not too late. All right, so first we're going to do a little bit of history. Okay, the first Bitcoin was mined in 2009. It's more than 9 years.
Mark, I don't see anything. Mark, is it just me, or can
Marty,
you see
can you
it?
see the screen?
Marty, what are you seeing?
You don't have a slide up yet, right, Mark?
No, I do. I have the slides up.
Oh, no, I don't see it. All I see is Zoom.
I'm going to stop the share, and I'm going to start it again.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again, because I know we did see it before. What about now, guys?
There it is.
Yeah, I see it.
Sorry,
Okay, excellent.
Thanks, Mike.
Technology is wonderful. You got to love it. Okay, so again, the question that we're going to address right now is: it too late to join the Bitcoin revolution? And again, the answer is a resounding no. It's definitely not. All right, so now we're going to get back to a little bit of history over here, just to give you an idea as to where we stand. Now, the first Bitcoin was mined in 2009, which is more than 9 years ago. But today you're hearing about Bitcoin everywhere because of the high prices. And a lot of the experts are saying by the end of this year.
I do find it funny that we get to see that this was made in Camtasia. I think that's really funny.
Bitcoin is going to go up to $25,000. And a lot of us believe that that's absolutely going to happen. And Bitcoin has been around for a while. So thinking that cryptocurrencies of Bitcoin will disappear overnight, it's not correct thinking, because it's not going to happen. Now, think about something that everybody can probably relate to. Think about how Uber is disrupting the taxi market. Airbnb is disrupting the hospitality market. Amazon is basically disrupting everything, especially in the retail market. Now, cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin are disrupting the financial markets. The cryptocurrency market has been growing at an exponential pace and making a number of people very, very wealthy. And with a company like UniFi, that number is going to keep on going and going up and going up. Now, the technology underlying cryptocurrencies, which is blockchain technology, it has the potential to change our lives for the better. Now, what does the crypto world have in store for all of us? Here are a couple of reasons why you should jump on board and invest in cryptocurrencies right now, today, if you can. Now, they're going to be returns like you can never have imagined before, and there's a tremendous growth potential. Now, the crypto world, now here's a little bit of a disclaimer. The crypto world is extremely intimidating due to the complexities and understanding the technology. Now, it's the main reason why many people stay away from cryptos. You know, basically, it's all about education. And first and foremost, in addition to unbelievable signals, UniFi is an educational platform. A lot of people have lost money because, and I'm one of them, our team, many members of our team. But one of the reasons is because we did not have the proper education. You need, if you want to have financial well-being for yourself, your family, and you want to protect and grow your money, you have to have the education, know exactly how to go about it. That's one of the main things that UniFi is going to give you. So the fact that cryptos intimidate most people is the very reason why you should want to be in it. And now, jumping on the bandwagon earlier than most would give you an edge, both in terms of potential gains and experience. Imagine having the opportunity to have been part of the internet revolution in the 1990s when fortunes were made. Well, you can. You can't go back to the 1990s, but how would you like to make the claim of being in the forefront that took part in the development of a revolutionary part of human evolution? Cryptocurrencies are the gateway to that legacy. The crypto world is blossoming to be a real game changer that's going to change the way we do things. As we speak, applications being developed to disrupt the current space, and all for the better. And now we're down to the nitty-gritty, and we're seeing Bitcoin ATM machines appearing globally. More and more retailers are accepting Bitcoin as payment for goods and services every day. It's becoming more mainstream every day. So we really are, even though it's been around 9 years, it's just scratched the surface. It's so early in the evolution of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So the bottom line is, and my question to you, do you think it's still too late to jump on the bandwagon? UniFi is a company that's going to put you in a place, it's going to put you where you need to be on the road to building your legacy. Not only will that be a legacy, what you can do for your family and other people as well, but UniFi is being built to last. UniFi is going to be a legacy company. So I just wanted to share those slides with you, and I wanted you to be aware that
UniFi is going to be a legacy company. However, it's not around today. So I guess that just didn't happen.
All these things that we're saying as far as this business and what it takes, you know, what you look for when you want to pick the right business to be in, UniFi checks off every single one of those boxes. So let me just stop the share right now. And I just want to say one last thing, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Mike and Marty. And that's going to be it for me for tonight. I mean, I don't want to be a name dropper, but one of the things that I do want to mention to you guys is that, well, before I do that, you know, we've said it before, and I just want you to know that for me personally, and I've been doing this for a while, not as long as Marty and possibly not as long as Mike, but long enough that I've built businesses, I've built teams, but I've never worked with a team with the training, the support, the resources, and certainly the marketing system that we have here with UniFi and with our team. Marty mentioned, you know, I said before about servant leadership, and Marty mentioned Mike and all the other people on the team. They're literally begging us to come to them, for them to help us to build our team and to build it bigger and better and faster. And the other thing I want to mention, again, I said I didn't want to be a name dropper, but, you know, a lot of you guys are probably familiar with some of the names. You know, there's a company called Mob, another one called Digital Altitude. And over the past few months, and a lot of you have probably heard about it, they've basically been shut down by the FTC. There are a lot of stigmas in the industry, and a lot of, you know, the FTC, the SEC has shut down a lot of companies. And unfortunately, you know, that's something that we as a team have also learned the hard way. We've learned what to look for in a business. And one of the things, especially in the cryptocurrency space, is that you want to control your money. You want to be in control, and with UniFi, you're in total control. Anytime regulatory agencies get involved, you never know what's going to happen, and it's never a good thing. UniFi is 100% completely compliant. So, you know, basically, as Marty and Mike said, we found our home here with UniFi. We control our money.
I love that. It's completely compliant. Says who? You just take the word of the CEO, I'm guessing, and don't really even understand what compliance is my guess.
We protect and grow our assets and our money, and it just doesn't get any better than that. So that's it for me, guys.
I just want to touch on two things very, very quickly, guys.
Touch
Mark said it. You stay in control of all your money all the time. Ron Monterulli, he doesn't want to touch your money. He doesn't want your money. He just wants you to use the money with the signals to build wealth. It really is it really is a simple concept, and it truly is real freedom. And all of the stuff that we're talking about today can be done with your phone. It really is that simple. Real freedom, real simple, and you don't have to make this complicated because of all the things that we have. Very simple to implement. Come on in, take a look at the stuff, and then contact one of us. Obviously, if someone brought you to the meeting, contact them. But we're here. We're going to help you. We're going to get you going, and we're going to get you into the signals, which is going to make you a really, really happy camper. So that's it, Marty. Go ahead and close out.
All right, I thought I was muted, but I guess I'm not. Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Marty, I'm sorry.
You're never muted, Marty.
What's that?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. I lost my mind for a minute. Again, thanks to everybody that's watching this. And like I said, if you can't tell from the excitement from us, check it out for yourself. Get back to the person that invited you, like I said. Even if you can't do that or you're not sure, we'll find out who it is. If you have a question and you get me first, that's fine. Mark, that's fine. Mike, that's fine. But do yourself a favor. If you just got online and just starting a business,
Run from this.
God bless you, because you found something. You don't have to go down the same road I did for 15 years. If you're that guy or woman that did travel that road the last 10, 15 years, check this out. You'll see what I see because you've been there. Again, thank you very much, especially coming on a Friday. And I'll send this recording out to everybody, and we'll do more of these. And I appreciate your time. And again, take the time. Your family's worth it. Thank you very much.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.
Oh, that was it. That was it, guys. Are you impressed? Are you impressed with that? Goodness, USI Tech. Wow. Hadn't thought about them for a minute. Thanks for that, memory scam, Chan. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much just they could have been talking about ONPASSIVE. They could have been talking about anything. Doesn't really matter. I'm quite sure the next thing, whatever that thing is, where they go, they'll be talking about it in the same way because that's what happens. It's just, on repeat. They get the shtick. Like, oh, didn't work there. Well, okay, yeah, we got some people, but okay, that's over. You know what? Let's just go retool over here and let's just say the same bullshit. You need to jump on this. Oh my gosh. Imagine all the commissions they were paid and it wasn't from investing. Yeah. Same dribble, different scam. Yeah. It's just really sad. And it's just really sad that people are believing what they're saying, But again, I get it because you want to think it's all real. I understand that. And it's harsh truth to realize that the people that you thought were, quote, your leaders, your friends, the people you looked up to, they never really were leading you in the right way. Ever. And they're not actually your friends. Swallowing that pill, realizing these people that you meet with all the time and you go to webinars and you're like, hey Susie, hey Millie, hey Joe, hey Jim, like all of that. and it just drops. You know, it was just all fake, 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 fake. And you got to lick your wounds. I mean, you absolutely got to lick your wounds because it's just not easy. It's just not easy waking up from that and realizing it. But once you do, it's such a relief. It's such a relief to not be just chasing after something that doesn't exist. Well, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. I hope you did enjoy that. And if anybody does want to be like Insolent Violet and, check out my coffee, buy me a cup of coffee, join my coffee, anything with the coffee thing, you can do so. I'll drop it in the chat again. You are so welcome, Jelly. You are so welcome. I'm glad you guys were here. I appreciate it. I had a good time with you. And, I'm sure I do think it will be interesting to look at the Positive Shift Academy because it's a scam within a scam. It's a scam that was built for the Canadian robots that they shill within their Enagic scam. And I haven't looked at it too closely, but it's one of those things that, we could investigate together. We can be like, little detectives, little online detectives together. Anyway, I want to say thank you to all of you in the chat. Thanks to the lurkers, anybody in the replay crew. A whoop, whoop to you and a whoop, whoop for anybody in the catch-up crew. Thank you so very much. Have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever it is for you. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Do a live dive. Yep, that's what I'm thinking I'm doing, is doing a live dive, Beth. Don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, have a great one. Good night, everybody. Mwah.